These two guys are the exact same body fat. However, they have the same number on the scale, but one looks like he gets approached at the beach, while the other guy looks like he has to apologize for being at the beach. They're the same body fat, but one has aura and one doesn't. So today, I'm going to be helping you guys with your summer cuts, and I'm going to be ranking the 5 ways to lose fat. Okay, number 5 is going to be the cope tier. Fat burners, detox teas, and metabolism boosting foods. And eating clean. If green tea extract actually melted fat, Mr. Olympia would be sponsored by Lipton. Now, some of you might be wondering and saying, Cole, what the fuck are you talking about? I love chicken and broccoli. Okay, cool. But will it help you stay lean and be healthy? Of course, yes. However, let me show you something real quick. By the way, I swear this is toothpaste, okay? Ignore this white stuff on my mouth here. So this was a few days after my birthday, and you can see here, I still have visible abs and a low body fat percentage. You know, despite drinking, partying, and, you know, just eating like trash. Meanwhile, you know, you're out here eating a salad, but then you're drowning it in, you know, 600 calories of, you know, dressing, croutons, and everything else. The point is, clean food still has calories, right? Your body can't tell the difference between a deficit with rice and one with Doritos. By the way, a professor named Mark Hobb ate a junk food diet for about 12 weeks and he lost 27 pounds. And if you guys want, I'll link that in the description for you guys so you can check it out. But moving on, number 4, cardio. Cardio is very effective, especially if you're trying to, you know, de-bloat and look better. But I need you to hear this next part, okay? So just listen to this. 45 minutes of walking on incline burns roughly about, let's say, 300 calories for 45 minutes. That's one healthy smoothie, quote unquote, right? So you can eat an hour of cardio in about 90 seconds. And the truth is, you're probably already doing that. Cardio is a great tool to widen your deficit, but it isn't the deficit itself. If you're treating the Stairmaster over here like it's a confession booth, right? Like somehow if you do enough suffering, it'll cancel out your donut. It actually doesn't work that way, okay? The donut does not care how tired you are. So use cardio, just don't expect it to bail you out of your own bad eating habits. Okay, number 3, your steps. Okay, this is the one that not a lot of people really yap about because it's not fun to do your daily steps. The walking that isn't a workout removes more fat than your cardio sessions across the whole year for most people. The lean guy in your gym isn't, you know, doing some sort of secret cardio. He's just moving a lot more in a day than you are. A quick and easy thing that I usually do is what I'll do is I literally just step around and pace after my sets at the gym, or sometimes I'll even park farther away from places just so I have to walk a little bit just to get there. And these little things will add up over time. Also, the most ROI activity out of all of these is going to be eating and then going for a short little walk after, because this is going to help you with digestion and it's also going to help you with bloating, making you appear leaner. If your steps are only to the fridge, you need to lock in and start thinking about how you can get more steps in a day. Your goal should be about 10K steps a day at a bare minimum. Number 2, high protein and lifting. This is the real gap between being lean and aesthetic. And you can see here, right, lean is good, but you need that frame. And how you get this is with high protein. Your body doesn't only burn fat, it's also going to eat your muscle too. The key to prevent this is actually by lifting heavy, and there's 3 main reasons why. Number 1, you need heavy lifting because it helps maintain your muscle mass by signaling to your body that your strength is still needed to survive, even in a caloric deficit. Number 2, reducing metabolic stress. Heavy weights create mechanical tension, which is the body's way of signaling that muscle is still needed for strength and integrity, which prevents your muscle breakdown. Number 3, Heavy lifting will allow for better control over strength progression, which means it'll make it easier to maintain your strength during the cut, and so you don't get super weak. Otherwise, you end up looking like this guy here. If you don't train and decide to cut underneath all that fat, you're just going to have a smaller and sadder, more square looking body. And that's really like the skinny fat issue. You can kind of see here too. That's why your protein intake is so important on a cut, because if you're lacking in protein and cutting at the same time, then you just end up looking like trash. Number 1, calorie tracking. And this one is the king for sure. It's not even debatable. Everything else on this list, the steps, the cardio, the protein, it all feeds into this last thing. Are you eating less than you're burning? That's all there is to fat loss. If you're failing your cuts, it's not because you didn't walk enough or you're skipping leg day. It's because you have no idea about how many calories you're actually eating. You could be off by 500 to 1,000 calories a day and you wouldn't even know it. Right? So how I mentioned earlier, the salad dressing, you can see here like these, and depending on which salad dressing you're using, it could be like 250 calories per serving, right? You could be eating completely blindly, right? And everything adds up. What I want you to do after this video is I want you to track your calories for just 2 weeks. And I promise you, immediately, you're going to see why you haven't been losing fat. You don't even have to do it forever. You just need to do it long enough to understand what you're actually eating versus what you think you're eating. Because here's the thing, you can skip your fat burners doing 0 cardio and eating junk food and still get lean as long as you're in a caloric deficit. Remember, right? This professor lost 27 pounds eating Twinkies, right? But how did he do it? He was tracking every single calorie. A great way that I would recommend most people start is by dropping about 300 calories a week, roughly. You want to do this gradually though, since you'll be bouncing back and kind of yo-yoing and you'll overeat some days. And that's totally normal, okay? But you just got to get into the habit of slowly reducing your calories over time. And it's really that simple. It's really just calories in versus calories out. And if you want to look good while staying lean, check out this video here.